My son is very educated enough to know what to say and what not to say. What's off limits. And Big Perk, you wrong for jumping against your teammate, nigga. I don't like that. Excuse the N-word, but that is. You know what I'm saying?
Man. So it's looking like this situation between Stephen A. Smith and Jaylen Brown is getting very personal. It's getting to the point where Stephen A. Smith even threatened Jaylen Brown on ESPN. And I'll get into that later, but I do want to show you guys this new clip of Jaylen Brown and what he said about Stephen A. Smith, because we know Jaylen Brown has been calling out ESPN. Remember, we did videos covering that, right? Remember, we did a video covering Stephen A. Smith and Jaylen Brown going back and forth when JB and the Celtics, they got eliminated from the playoffs. Jaylen Brown started doing his streaming thing, man, and he had called out Stephen A. Smith.
Fuck Stephen A. Stephen A, Stephen B, Stephen C. Like, my offer still stands.
So when that stuff kicked off, right, Stephen A. Smith responded on ESPN.
But in the end, Jaylen Brown, be careful what you wish for. You really want me to start reporting on that level? You understand? Locker room? How the organization might think about you? How the city may feel about you? How Jason Tatum may or may not have feel about you? Sneaker deals, endorsement deals, the list goes on and on. The season is over, bro. You on Twitch trying to do what I do and talking about me needing to step away. It makes no sense.
And Jaylen Brown kind of let it go, but he has been sending shots at Stephen A. and ESPN talking about their platform, which brings us to this new clip of Jaylen Brown calling out Stephen A. Smith at ESPN. Let's check out this clip right here.
Leader behind that was ESPN. ESPN is unethical, and Stephen A. Smith is the head face of that. But, you know, the organization, the players, they were all in agreement. They all knew what I meant by that. Our team was basically salary dumped. You know, we lost a lot of players. And for us to emerge and still be in the same position, we got to start to understand, like, success doesn't always mean.
Getting on my last damn nerves, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, he's so full of shit, I want to throw up. Suddenly, we're unethical because we're telling you how your comments came across. One of your asses in France. You can't deal with the heat here in America and justify the way that you've acted since you got bounced out of the playoffs. Nobody's done anything to you, Jaylen Brown. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I shouldn't even be upset because this should be an indication to you about how small people can become. I'm unethical. I'm the leader. ESPN, the entire network, with all the love the network shows you, we're all unethical and I'm the leader. I didn't know you would come across as that soft, bro. You want to talk about accountability and all of that other stuff? Fine, dog. You're welcome to come on the show. I keep talking about that dungeon you in. I'll show you what a studio's supposed to look like. I got one. You want to talk shit about me? You want to question my ethics or whatever? Name the time and place, bro. You name the time, not the place. We're going to do it on my set because I ain't coming to that dungeon. I'll be waiting.
Also, algorithmic social engineering. If I control the technology, I can dictate the market. I'll explain what that means. Michel Foucault, a French philosopher in 1975, in their work Discipline and Punish, talked about panopticism. She based it off of a prison design, right? It was a prison design with a watchtower in the middle of the prison. And this theory was that, like, by putting the watchtower in the middle, the prisoners would police themselves because they're under surveillance. So physical authority has shifted to psychological authority, right? And over time, their behaviors change. And this causes a term she calls dynamic normalization. So in the digital age, the watchtower has transferred. So through technology, through bots, through fake viral clips, fake accounts, you can police platforms and algorithmically influence society with the technology that you can control. The technology that you can control can dictate the market. We see it across various industries all the time. A lot of people have seen some of my quarrels with the media industry. That's kind of the reason why I started streaming. You know, some of you have seen my stream and going off on Stephen A. Smith. But exactly. But Stephen A. works for ESPN. ESPN is controlled by Disney, Stephen A doesn't choose the topics, somebody chooses them for him. You know, his willingness has made him extremely valuable to these companies, but you know, a lot of these companies and corporations, they meet 4 times a year and talk about amongst various industries how they can socially engineer and influence our minds, right, through the technology that they can control without us really even paying attention and even noticing it. Just like the Michel Foucault theory, where I was talking about the watchtower that is policing the prisoners, bots, comments, positive comments or negative comments could affirm whatever agendas that they want to push. They can create the bots, they can control kind of the approvals or disapprovals of what is in society. Another example is kind of like group thinking. If I control a bunch of platforms, or I control a bunch of accounts, or you know, have a bunch of partners that are all in cahoots with me, I can also socially engineer conversations, start trends, kind of create a herd mentality where you think it's natural, but it's all algorithmically engineered to dictate the market. And then the last one I would say is like the digital dopamine. A lot of us are addicted to social media, we don't even know it, right? The rewarding feeling of getting likes.
And so I guess Jaylen Brown's dad been hearing everything that's been going on between Stephen A. Smith and Jaylen Brown. And like I said, man, it's starting to get a little bit personal because Jaylen Brown's dad even responded because I guess he also seen this clip of Kendrick Perkins talking about Jaylen Brown.
I will say this, it's nothing about Jaylen Brown performance on the floor that's got him in trade talks. It's his damn mouth. It's his mouth. It's the streaming, it's the podcast that got them ready to move the needle and get Jaylen Brown out of Boston. As a player in locker rooms, 2008, whether it was with Oklahoma City or whatever it was, I'd be damned if we had somebody in there podcasting. You can't trust them. You can't trust them. The trust factor is gone. We don't know if you're going to say something. We don't know if you're going to break a secret. We don't know if you're going to tell something that we didn't have in the film study. I'm telling you straight up, the things he said after they got bounced about this being the best season was, damn it, basically a shot at Jason Tatum.
So now Jaylen Brown's dad, he called it out on a radio station, and I would like to highlight that clip, and then I'll come back with some more commentary.
My son is very educated enough to know what to say and what not to say, what's off limits. And Big Perk, you wrong for jumping against your teammate, nigga. I don't like that. Excuse the N-word, but that is. You know what I'm saying? Watch your mouth, boy.
Okay. The champ is back.
But sometimes we learn from I'm a father, right? And sometimes my daughter is, she's in grad school right now. I went to visit her over the weekend. I realize now when I talk to her, I'm learning from her, you know, and you might, you know, take things differently than how Jaylen might handle it, right?
He handling it like he's supposed to. He's always handled himself like a man, like a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Very respectful kids I raised, man. Let me tell you something. Very respectful kids, all of them. You know what I'm saying? And how he handled that kind of pressure, I commend him.
Yeah.
Because me, I'm different. I'm getting your face, Stephen A. Yeah, I'm coming to see you.
Marcellus, why are you looking at me like that?
No, I'm coming to see you, Stephen A.
What would you
I
say?
called you a couple times, Stephen A., and you didn't answer. But it's okay. I just wanted to talk about it man to man. What's your problems? Why are you attacking him? Why do you attack the black community? Go attack the white community. Oh, that's right. You getting that checked.
So in that post, Kendrick Perkins responded underneath that. He said, I ain't hard to find. Better sit his old ass down somewhere with all that boy talk, because we can definitely talk it out or we can get our feet hot. The choice is his. And everybody on social media was like, yo, Perk, this is one fight you don't want to take, man, because JB dad, he's that dude. So I would like for you guys to get in the comment section down below. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. Catch you guys on the next video. We out, guys. Peace.